Msishtuke mkiona Ruto na Matiang'i wakiwa pamoja. Alo, hiyo 2027 mtashtuka kama meza imekelewa chakula tamu na haiwezi kula. Ruto president, Matiang'i deputy wake. Mutaniambia. That's a prophecy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that youth, his name is Sokoro. He has predicted that there's a possibility of Dr. Ruto Matiang'i combining with William Ruto come 2027. In politics, you can't just assume anything. But according to me, there is no possibility that Matiang'i can combine with William Ruto. However, if they combine, I want to look at what they will bring on board. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, please take a second or two to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, without much wasting of time, allow me to dive into this topic here today. Now, in politics, I always say that there are things that you must consider before you go for the presidency. One, it is numbers. Two, it's issue to do with popularity. Three, it's finance. Those are very key, but most importantly, it is track record as well. Now, let me begin with the issue to do with popularity. This ticket, if Dr. Ruto Matiang'i combines with William Ruto, it will be very unpopular. Still, why? William Ruto will swallow Dr. Ruto Matiang'i's popularity, and because William Ruto is right now not very popular to the people of Kenya, now Matiang'i's popularity will as well be amassed inside there, and people will start hating him as well. And probably they'll tag him as a traitor. So Dr. Ruto Matiang'i will not be popular if he joins President William Ruto in his ticket, in his bid for presidency. Very clear. So on popularity, it's done. The second thing is numbers. Now, Dr. Ruto Matiang'i comes from the Gusii region. At the start, the sure votes that he has are those from the Gusii region. And from the Gusii region, we have about 900,000 registered voters, plus those in diaspora. I'm talking about Nakuru, Nairobi, Mombasa. It can go up to a tune of almost 2.5 million votes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if we consider the two tickets, the two leaders, there's no possibility that Dr. Ruto Matiang'i can bring the entire 2.5 million block to William Ruto if he joins William Ruto. Why? There are people right now from that region who are anti-William Ruto seriously. So if Matiang'i does that mistake, then William Ruto will not get the entire 2 million votes from that region. Instead, they'll take even half. So in terms of numbers, Dr. Ruto Matiang'i will not bring a huge significance to William Ruto's side. Now, if you check William Ruto's side, he'll be having 3.2 million votes from his region. That is now the Kalenjin land. And if he combines with that one of Raila, of course, they will be somewhere. They will start with a good base of about 5+ million votes. But ladies and gentlemen, you have to state it categorically that that is not yet enough. So even if William Ruto wants a running mate who has numbers, it is not Dr. Ruto Matiang'i. It is not. But what can pull him to go to William Ruto's side? If William Ruto buys him, and probably he wants now to have what you call a perception that he's having a good team on board for 2027 or even beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, the other factor that someone has to consider in politics is the aspect of finance. If there's somewhere where these people hit right, William Ruto and Matiang'i's combination, then it is financial aspect. Matiang'i, as we speak right now, is endowed well financially to face William Ruto. So if he decides to join William Ruto, then there will be additional resources to what William Ruto has. But we have to agree that William Ruto is the government now. They have money like no other business. They have money. They have a lot of money. So the fact remains that Dr. Ruto Matiang'i will be in a good team with a lot of money to give Kenyans during the campaigns. So therefore, the aspect of money, they will beat the opposition by far. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the aspect of campaign, I don't think Dr. Ruto Matiang'i can be able to assist on that because of his orator skills. And considering the opposite team that is having of Rigathi Gachagua, Dr. Ruto Matiang'i will not have a voice if he joins William Ruto. Because I know they will destroy him seriously. So the fact remains as we speak today, William Ruto will still be the same person, depending on himself for campaigns a lot. The only thing that Dr. Ruto Matiang'i brings on board, it will be perception that he's having a good team to deliver in 2027, which I don't think people can accept because already William Ruto has people who can perform. but they are not able to, meaning there's a problem within government that makes it difficult for them to perform. Another thing that I have to tell you here, ladies and gentlemen, it is this. In the Kenyan politics as we speak right now, if there's somebody who is right now at crossroads, is Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i. He has to work up and down to ensure he's at the ballot in 2027. If he does not do so, he might be politically dead. He has to be on the ballot. If he might not do so, he'll be finished. What is the major problem with this combination, where we have Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i and William Ruto combining? The biggest trouble here, the biggest problem here is this. When Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i decides to join William Ruto, first, he'll be branded a traitor because already he's in the outfit of opposition. So people will hate him that he's the one who destroyed what? Opposition. So eventually we carry the hatred now all the way to William Ruto's side. And in fact, now even the voting would turn out for anti-Ruto regime and anti-Ruto population will be high. And people will come out in large numbers and vote for the opposition. Secondly, that gives Rigathi Gachagua a straight ticket to the presidency. I'm very sure most Kenyans do not trust Kalonzo Musyoka. So the fact is, they look at the next brave guy and the line is Rigathi Gachagua. He's probably maybe even the bravest within the opposition. So he will have an excuse to be on the ballot if people might not be wanting him. He will tell them, we want to support Matiang'i. And Matiang'i has literally decided to join William Ruto. So what do we do? For me to counter these people, allow me to go for this seat. And Rigathi Gachagua will be on the ballot. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, it will be a very, very bad picture to the Gusii community, in the sense that they will not get another leader who will be able to be trusted and probably be able to be given the support that Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i has received. So it will not be an easy decision to make. And considering the nature of President William Ruto, for 2027 and beyond, someone can be able to do things that you people like? I don't think so. So therefore, it will not be business as usual if Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i decides to join President William Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen, this ticket will not get the presidency. It will not. Because it will give the opposition more powers, more votes, more sympathy, and most importantly, Kenyans will accept now this is the team in opposition to face President William Ruto. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, if you check across, Raila Amolo Odinga, when he wanted to vie for presidency in 2022, he was competing with Matiang'i. And they felt it is him to go and not Matiang'i. So this time around, if Matiang'i decides again to shelve his ambitions, he will not recover, especially under the betrayal scheme. But one thing I want to tell you is this. Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i has never worked with President William Ruto at all. Even when Uhuru Kenyatta kicked William Ruto out of government, even when Uhuru Kenyatta could not work with William Ruto, Matiang'i is the person who came in to replace. And it was very painful for William Ruto. So if there's someone that he hates, it's Matiang'i. So therefore, when he moves closer to William Ruto, it doesn't become safe. It gets to danger. For those who you know, for those who understand me, you know. For those who can see what I'm talking about. I don't know what is your take on the comment section. Be with me. Comment and of course tell me what you think about the ticket.